Alright, what is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be making a little bit of a different video. I've never done a smartphone review before, but I just got a brand new Galaxy S22, and I thought since it's a brand new phone and people are probably looking for, first impressions, reviews, things like that, I thought I'd make a video on it. Before I start this off, my hands do look really gross, and I'm sorry. I said this in the last video. There's not really much I can do about it. They get dry in the winter, so I'm sorry about that if that disturbs anyone. So this video is going to be kind of a first impressions and unboxing video, and then maybe in a couple weeks I'll do a follow-up actual review of it. So first of all, this is the case that it comes in. It looks really nice. I like the little shiny S in it. Looks really nice. On the back it just has info about the phone. So yeah, let's open it up. Right here is the S22. If I wasn't recording with my old phone, I would show a comparison between the size, but it is a little bit smaller. I'm going from an S9 to the S22. S9 Plus to the S22. The screen is about the same size, I believe. I put them next to each other in a store display, and the screen was about the same height at least, but there's less bezel, so it feels smaller. And it's also a bit lighter than my old phone. My old phone, I have a pretty heavy case on it, but this feels like absolutely nothing compared to it. Alright, here we got the little... I'm gonna peel off here. There's a sticker on it that just has info. This is the 256 gig variant of it. Alright, and let's peel the little screen protector off. There's the phone. Looks really nice. I don't know exactly how I feel about this rounded edge here. It is a little sad that they stopped doing the whole rounded screen on the edges, but I can understand why. It broke so easily and it didn't really look that much better, because anything that was on that side would kind of warp and it just didn't look amazing compared to just having a screen like this. Now, before I turn this on, I'm gonna look through the box and see what else is in here. Alright, so opening up the box here, you got this little Samsung piece of cardboard. Pull that out. That's probably going to have like the charger in it, I would assume. Yep, it's just got a normal USB-C charger. It does not come with a brick, which I don't like that phones don't do that anymore. But I guess it's not a huge deal because I have a lot of them. And I do actually have some USB-C to USB-C bricks, so that's not an issue for me. Although, I feel like it would have been better if they did include one for the first couple generations. Because the main argument that at least Apple gives is that everyone already has a brick, so no, you don't need more. However, that doesn't really make any sense when they change the plug, meaning that your old bricks don't work. I've always found that kind of weird. And I got this through Verizon, so it's just got safety info about it on that. This is the quick start guide, which I'm surprised they even bother anymore because most people do not read these. And is there anything else, or is that all? Looks like that's everything. Alright, so now let's get to the actual phone here. So I think this does still have a Bixby button, which is kind of obnoxious because I've never thought that was a great idea. Maybe it doesn't. I thought I heard that it did. Although maybe this is just the power? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So yeah, this is just the power. I thought this would be like a Bixby button or something, because usually the power is, I don't know, maybe it might be there. I don't know. It's such like a muscle memory thing that when I actually stop to think about things like that, I just completely blank on it. And also, I'm sorry about the lighting not being super amazing in here. It is dark, and my lights are set to white, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. Especially because this camera, like I said, it's an S9, so it's not the greatest at low light situations. Alright, so it's just taking its time initializing, and then I'm gonna go through the setup, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Okay, here we go. We're at the welcome screen. Sorry if this is a little bit off center. It's kind of hard to see where that where the center is. I guess here's the best. So I'm at the welcome screen. Press start. These two don't send diagnostic data. Nearby share, phone. Yeah, whatever. Steal all my data, I don't care. Alright, so I got through all that setup, send usage and diagnostic data, turn that off. Always turn that off. Protect my phone, I can add a fingerprint. So this phone, instead of having just a fingerprint scanner on the back or on like a home button, it actually has it underneath the screen, which is pretty cool. I know that's not really a new thing, but it's something that is semi-recent. I mean, iPhones haven't even started doing it yet. Although I think they should, because their notch does not look very good. And if they can get rid of Face ID and go back to fingerprints, I think that'll be way better. Just give me a second. Let me set a pin for it. All right, so here's how the fingerprint scanning works. So you just put your finger on it. Actually, I'm not gonna want to use this finger. I'm gonna want to use my thumb probably, because that's what I'm gonna be picking it up with. Oh, I think I just skipped by it, so I'll have to do that in the settings. But yeah, it would make more sense to do my thumb. By the way, just while this is getting set up, the back of this looks really nice. I like this kind of like satin finish. I think this is glass, but it has kind of like a satin finish on the back. And the raised cameras here, I don't know how I feel about them. I think the S22 Ultra or whatever it is, the highest end model, I like how it's kind of flush on that one, but I still think this is a really nice looking phone. Definitely looks a lot more modern than my S9, which still looks pretty good, but it's definitely a step up from that. So we're back here. Yeah, I'm gonna skip all that. Digital secure, do not care. All right, there we go. Phone is set up and ready to use. And there we go with the with the Samsung notification sound. So I don't know. I'm not sure what this little part here is. What that's all about. I don't know if that's actually for anything or if there's any reason why it's like that. Can't really tell. I haven't really done too much research on this phone. I just messed around with the display model a little bit in Best Buy. So first of all, let me actually make this thing look good. Let me turn on the navigation bar. More options, swipe from bottom. That's how my old phone had it. Turn off the hints. There we go. Looks way cleaner now because you don't have those buttons everywhere. Obviously they don't show up on this screen, but you don't have those the little 3 buttons at the bottom. You just swipe up. I've gotten used to that on my old phone, and I think it's way nicer to use. I do actually like the look and feel of everything on here more than on my old phone. It definitely looks a lot more up to date. I don't know if the S9 stopped getting updates. I'd assume it did. I don't know when, but this just looks a lot smoother. Aside from the screen, just like the animations and everything look a lot smoother, and a lot of the menus, like this top notification section, looks way nicer. Also, this phone has a 120 hertz screen, I believe, which is definitely a step up because I think my old one just had a 60 hertz. So everything looks noticeably smoother just while scrolling through here. I know you guys won't really be able to see because I'm recording in 60 FPS, but it looks way smoother on this than on my old phone. And here, gotta switch it to dark mode. There's no reason not to. Light mode's kind of ugly. Never been a huge fan. Okay, so here you can change from 120 to 60 hertz. You could get a better battery life with 60, but I've been on 60 for years. I'm gonna use this. Oh, and this gets really bright. Oh, I'm glad I switched off of light mode when I turned that up, because I would have just blinded myself. Not sure how I feel about this top part here. When you swipe it down, that brightness control is pretty low to the bottom. Maybe it's just because I'm used to there being a pretty big bezel. But that looks like it's almost coming off the screen. So most likely I'm probably going to use a custom one. Because on my S9 I have like a custom notification shade, control center, custom launcher. Like, I've basically changed everything just because I think that looks nicer, at least to me. But, I mean, that's personal preference. Other people can agree or disagree. So yeah, aside from that, I don't really know if there's anything else I can show. I can do a quick benchmark of it once I sign in, which will take me a second. But I can do a quick benchmark of it and see how it compares to my old phone. I'll put up the numbers on the sides. Alright, so I'm going to run Geekbench 5. I don't know if this is the best benchmarking tool. just because I'm not really a phone reviewer, but it's the first thing that came up. I've heard of people using it in the past to benchmark phones, so I'll try it out and I'll give you guys the final score once it's all done. Do a little time lapse of it running once it installs. Alright, after waiting for 10.5 years for Google Play to finally update all the apps that I don't want, we are finally here in Geekbench, so... Okay, so here's our Geekbench compute score. So this is just for OpenCL. I'm not sure how this compares. I think there's a way to see. Yeah, view online. Alright, benchmark charts for Android. Let's see this. Oh, wow, the S21 5G is 6,800. We got 4580. So that puts us 4580. Put us right about between the S20 and the S10. Surprised it's actually a little bit slower, but that could be focusing more on Vulkan maybe, or maybe the GPU is a little bit slower but the CPU is faster. I would assume this phone is faster than the S20 and S21, but those have way higher scores. I mean, it's still an improvement to my S9, which would be all the way down here at 3,700. Still a pretty big improvement, but not 6,800 level. Oh, because these are using those other Samsung chips. Yeah, the ones with Snapdragons are way lower. I wish we got those other Samsung chips here. Or I don't know if they're actually Samsung, but the other chips. I don't know why we use the Qualcomm ones here. I don't know if there's some specific reason or if it's just because why not. But it is kind of annoying because those are significantly faster, but we just don't get them in America. Or at least I don't think we usually get them. There might be a couple cases of phones that came out with them, but for the most part, we don't. But anyway, that's about it. There isn't really much else to show. I will let you guys know in a little bit. I'll probably make a follow-up video just of my updated thoughts on this phone. Things I like, things I don't like, things like that. Because there's really not much I can say now from just using it for 10 minutes. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you liked it down in the comments if you like this kind of video. I don't want to do a whole ton of phone-based videos because that's not really... I don't want my channel to be geared towards that because I'm just not going to be able to keep it up. I'll do like 2 videos on this and then I'll be done. But I want my channel to be more just things that interest me, and this is definitely something that that interests me. I've been looking into getting a new phone for a while, so thought, why not show you guys the whole unboxing experience and things I like about the phone. So with that all out of the way, I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.